Manga-Waido.
Hey, wanna come to my home party later? I've hired a chef.
You bought my CD? Thank you.
Our private school has a lot of children of popular and famous people, and some talent are actresses as well. I was just a regular kid though. If anything, I was on the poor side. I knew that my standard of living was a lot lower compared to everyone else. It wasn't like I was mad at my parents though. When I was young, my parents got a divorce, so my father has raised me all on his own. I really appreciate him for that. I have to work hard to pay him back, and so I was able to get into the school based on my grades alone. However, a few months after starting school, I was way out of place and I couldn't make any friends. I was always isolated. I never should have come here. I used to always spend time alone during lunch where there weren't many people. Then one day...
You must be Yuta Makikawa. You like the schoolyard?
The girl talking to me was the daughter of a CEO of a company that everyone knows. Her name was Shizuka Nikaido. She was someone that everyone was too afraid to talk to, so she was also similar to me in that she was usually isolated.
What are you eating?
Huh? Oh, an energy mate.
I've never seen that before. Is it a meal or a snack?
I'm not sure how to explain it. Want one?
Thanks.
This is how we started talking, but after this day, we were talking to each other much more. She lived in a completely different world than me, so our common sense was completely different from one another. That was why everything seemed so new and fun. And although she never smiled in class, she often smiled around me. She's quiet and not very expressive, but I'm sure she's just struggling too. I started to slowly fall for her. But I would be in over my head if I thought I could ask someone this incredible out. Then, one day, while we were out in the city, we have a couple campaigns right now. How about you two give it a shot? We're not.
Thank you, but although we're a couple, we're in a hurry. Excuse us.
Huh? About a second ago.
How do people normally go out?
Well, people who like each other hold hands and hang out, you know?
We're doing that right now.
What? But I have to ask you out and get your answer before we start going out.
We have not done that yet. How about you do it right now?
Her sudden suggestion made my heart jump out of my chest, but I had to muster up my courage now. Nikaido-san, I like you. Please, go out with me.
I'd love to.
That's how I started dating Nikaido-san. However, it wasn't like we started being all lovey-dovey when we started going out. We were still friends.
What is this?
It's a necklace. It matches mine. Did you not like it?
No, I do like it. Thank you. I'll wear it every day.
Honestly, it didn't feel like I was dating her yet, but I was feeling very happy. However, the happy days came to a sudden end. After we started going to college, my father was suddenly let go. He couldn't find a job immediately, and our household was struggling in a hurry. I started working my part-time job more than before and putting more money into the house.
Hey, wanna go to the aquarium next weekend?
Sorry, I've got work.
Okay.
I had to do my work in school and also work at my part-time job. I was way too busy to spend time with Shizuka. We were in different colleges as well, so we definitely started losing time for each other. I would try to call her when I had the time, but she slowly started growing more distant. This isn't good. We kept this up for a while before she called me out. I couldn't really find the right time, so a few days later, we finally were able to meet up. I remember this park. This is where I asked her out.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Shizuka! Sorry I'm so busy recently, but it should come down sooner. Then we can go to the aquarium and...
Let's break up.
Huh? She was normally pretty calm, but she looks extra calm today. She's also not wearing the necklace I bought for her a while ago. I knew somewhere in my heart. She's been a lot colder than usual, and sometimes I would notice her with men that I didn't notice. Do you like someone else?
It has nothing to do with you.
But I want to know the reason!
Okay then, fine. I don't think you're good enough for me. We live in different worlds.
Huh?
At first, I wanted to see something new and scary, but I'm bored of you now. Goodbye.
Wait! Hang on! Let's talk a little!
Don't follow me. I'm going to call the police.
But... Afterwards, she stopped talking to me completely and blocked me on all social media. I was dumped and hurt. For a while, I was depressed. Everything started to get better after my father found a new job, and the house was stable again. I was able to quit some of my part-time jobs, and that gave me more time to think about her. Is that how she felt about me for 3 years? But I couldn't stay depressed forever. I'm going to work hard so she can never mock me again. I was upset, but I turned it into determination. A few years later, I received an invitation in my mailbox. High school reunion, huh? I remembered all the times I was isolated. But maybe I had a thought about meeting up with someone at a reunion. When I walked into the hall, I saw a lot of faces I remembered, but no one was close enough to be called friend, so I couldn't really be nostalgic or anything. I had one goal. There she is! Long time no see!
You look good.
Honestly, I was pretty hopeless, but I was able to find her again. I thought that she would have hated me based on how she acted when she dumped me, but it seems she was open to conversation. I was working hard after you dumped me, so you couldn't mock me or anything.
Huh?
I started my own company. It's going well, too. I currently run a game development company. We were working on a variety of games. It was still a new company, but the first game we released was a huge success. I was even taken up in some magazines as the young, charismatic CEO. She was so shocked that she was just frozen in place. I was really upset when you said I wasn't good enough for you. I didn't want to get back with you or anything, but I was hoping I was at least a better man in your eyes.
Is that true?
Of course. It's not a lie. I was worried about what she would say, but...
You really worked so hard.
Huh? She suddenly started crying.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cry.
Let's change places, huh? Here you go. Have a drink.
Thank you. I've calmed down now. But you're CEO, huh?
Yeah. Maybe it's because you rejected me. But I gotta ask, why did you just start crying?
Can I tell you some stories about when I was younger? My father was a tough man and didn't raise me as a daughter, but as the heir to his throne.
You're in a good mood. You gonna meet with that guy again?
How did you know about that?
Who do you think I am? I left it alone while you were in high school, but you're still hanging around him in college? You don't hang around that peasant anymore. If people find out about it, our company will lose reputation.
Because of who I'm dating? I get to choose who I date. Leave me alone.
It's not just that he's poor. He apparently has gotten into fights before.
That's a misunderstanding. He has his reasons.
I don't care about the reasons. He was involved in an incident, that's it. Apparently his father works in a child company of ours.
What are you going to do?
I don't know, but I can tell you, you're going to regret it if you don't listen to me.
He must be lying. Nothing will happen. I must have been really naive back then. I had forgotten that he wouldn't think twice to destroy lives to get what he wanted. You're working part-time again? You're busy recently.
I'm sorry, actually.
Father! What did you do to his father?
What are you talking about? Do you feel like dating someone your size now?
If you promise to leave him alone.
Good. You should have done that from the beginning. Don't ever do anything on your own again, and don't ever see him again. No way.
I started putting my relatives that were boys on social media, but you just didn't want to break up with me. That's why I had to tell you to go away. I didn't want to cause you any more problems.
Honestly, I was a lot more upset about breaking up with you.
I'm sorry.
It's fine, it's in the past now. Honestly, we did live in different worlds anyway. You're gonna take after your father, right?
No, I actually cut all ties with my family.
Huh?
I told them I would do what I could on my own without their help. But honestly, I haven't been able to do anything. My father has been getting in the way. I've just been working jobs anyone could do. Complete opposite between you and I now, huh? You can laugh at me. Go ahead.
Something came out of my mouth that I wasn't expecting. Hey, how about you come to my company? I need more employees anyway.
Huh?
I was honestly pretty upset with you after you dumped me, but I'm where I am thanks to you. I really appreciate it, so if you're okay with it.
My contract with my company was about to run out next month. This would help me a lot. Please, let me work with you.
She started working at my company. She worked hard and was popular around the office. Everyone liked her. However, good things don't continue. My sales were slowly declining. This isn't good. After a game is released, you would slowly lose users and sales over time. That's how things worked in the gaming industry. My company was no different. My sales and users were declining. We've been releasing large-scale updates every 6 months, and we've been putting a lot of work into the stories.
You're only concerned with sales and users?
What's wrong, Nikaido-san?
I'm sorry, I knocked, but I needed to hand you this.
What is this? Looking through the thick pile of documents, I noticed a lot of analytics that I never thought of looking through. The increase and decrease in users, the holes in our accounting, and suggestions to increase sales. Release the updates that are taking every 3 to 6 months, every month instead. This sounds a little crazy, but I think we could do it. But when did you analyze this?
I could tell from the existing data that our sales weren't doing too well. You know, I was taught accounting from a very young age. Until I cut ties with my father, I was also working as an executive of his company. That experience is really coming into use now. Was I going too far?
No, not at all. Thank you. I had a large conference and started changing the direction of our company. At first, it was pretty rough, but after half a year, sales were back on the rise and we were able to make a recovery. You really saved this company. You saved me. Thank you so much. You're always helping me out.
That's not true. It's because everyone in the office, including you, have been working hard. And you're the one that saved me first.
Huh?
You didn't remember, huh? When I was in middle school, some random boys from another school were messing with me, and you protected me.
Huh? You're not saying...
Yes, you got violent to protect me, and I've liked you since.
She smiled at me. She looked so attractive in the setting sun, and I couldn't resist. I had to tell her what had been on my mind for a while. Shizuka, please go out with me, with marriage in your mind. She was shocked before she slightly nodded.
Yes, please.
She cried for the second time in front of me. A few years later, we put in the papers to our marriage. She was considered a quiet and distant person, but she was actually really innocent and pure. I look forward to supporting each other going forward. I'm not letting you go this time, Shizuka.